Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, July 15th. You'll be interested to know. 61 years ago, today, in 1965, a small robotic probe called Mariner 4 flew past Mars and returned the first close photographs of the planet's surface, revealing craters and unexpected details to amaze scientists. Those images transformed planetary science by turning Mars from a distant mystery into a real world to be studied, inspiring future exploration and reshaping ideas about our neighboring planet. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday at Venice Beach. This morning it's looking clean, with 2+ feet waves rolling in. Conditions stay consistent, holding at 2 feet through the morning into the early afternoon. Winds start offshore at 3 miles per hour, shifting to onshore at 6 miles per hour by noon, creating some chop later in the day. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m., with a -1 foot incoming low tide, when the southwest swell is 1 foot at 18 seconds, and the offshore wind is 1 mile per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 4.5 feet at 11:30 a.m., followed by a 2-foot low tide at 4:30. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 71 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start clean with 2+ feet on Thursday, but become choppy by afternoon. Friday holds steady at 2 to 3 feet, with fair conditions early, turning choppy later. Expect a steady increase in swell on Saturday, reaching 3+ feet, with improving conditions as the day goes on, making it the best day of the period. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 71 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 8:05, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:54. It looks like we're in for some mostly sunny skies today, with a high near 81 and a light south-southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 82. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low of 69 and light winds around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high near 79 and a south-southeast breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then patchy fog develops after 11 p.m. with lows near 69. Friday morning fog may linger before clearing to mostly sunny with a high near 73. And Saturday into Sunday stay mostly sunny with highs near 72 and nights in the mid to upper 60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Culver City's City Council voted 4-0 to extend an interim ban on new drive-thrus into next year. This decision, made on Monday night, follows a June vote that first established a 45-day moratorium, while city staff drafts a proposal for a permanent ban. Concerns raised by neighbors about a proposed new in-north-out sparked the issue, citing potential air quality and pedestrian safety risks. The city staff is currently drafting a potential permanent ban, which will undergo review by the Planning Commission before reaching the City Council for a final vote. Councilmember Albert Vera expressed openness to alternative recommendations that may not impose a citywide ban. Now on to sports. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred on Tuesday prior to the All-Star Game, spoke to members of the press about ongoing negotiations with the players' union on a new collective bargaining agreement. The central issue is the owners' push for a salary cap, as Major League Baseball is the only non-capped major professional sports league in North America. Manfred reiterated calls for a cap, framing it as a means to improve competitive balance. However, the league is enjoying a boom, with attendance and television ratings up. Manfred claims to have united owners on proposing equalized sharing of local revenues, although the two sides remain entrenched in negotiations. A labor stoppage is expected when the current collective bargaining agreement expires on December 1st, which could jeopardize the 2027 season and impact Manfred's legacy. In local sports, the Dodgers are licking their wounds after a 3-game sweep at the hands of Arizona dropped them to 61-36. Shohei Ohtani went deep in Sunday's loss, but it wasn't enough as the bullpen couldn't hold the line. The bigger concern heading into the second half is Ohtani's lingering knee injury that kept him out of the All-Star Game. LA is being smart about it, but they can't afford to lose their best player down the stretch. Speaking of the stretch, ESPN is reporting the Dodgers are in on Tigers ace Tarik Skubal before the deadline. Given their championship pedigree and payroll flexibility, they can essentially do what they want right now. Adding a 2-time Cy Young winner to an already loaded rotation would be a statement. The boys head to New York Friday to face the Yankees with first pitch at 4:05. Meanwhile, the Rams got some good news around Aaron Donald. The legend worked out at the facility last week, and it wasn't just a routine check-in. General Manager Les Snead sees a potential return if Donald comes back all in, with training camp later this month as a realistic timeline. At 35, pairing him with Myles Garrett would give LA one of the most dominant defensive lines in football. Separately, Alaric Jackson won't face criminal charges stemming from his June domestic violence arrest, though an NFL suspension could still force the team to find a temporary left tackle. In top news, Spain reaches the World Cup final with a dominant 2-0 win over France. In a match Tuesday in Arlington, Texas, Spain delivered a masterful performance, advancing to Sunday's World Cup final at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This marks Spain's second-ever appearance in a World Cup final, having previously won the tournament in 2010. Spain's first goal came in the 22nd minute when Mikel Oyarzabal scored from the penalty spot after teenager Lamine Yamal drew a foul. The loss means France failed to reach its third consecutive final and will instead play in the third-place game in Miami Gardens, Florida. In business news, your monthly Netflix bill is up 29% in just over a year. Critics say Washington needs to fix it. Netflix remains a favorite on Wall Street, while also being a target for government regulators. The streaming service is expected to impress the stock market when it reports earnings on Thursday, despite the usual sell-the-news response. Analysts are bullish on Netflix and anticipate a slight beat in the company's second-quarter earnings estimate. Consensus forecasts predict 13.5% annualized revenue growth to $12.6 billion, which was the Netflix forecast in the first quarter. Operating margin has increased to 32.6%. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% to about $65,000. Ethereum is up 4% to just under $1,900. And XRP is up 2% to $1.10. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Miles Wang, an OpenAI researcher, is leaving the ChatGPT maker to launch a new startup focused on developing AI models for drug discovery, according to several sources. He is in talks to raise about $200 million at a $2 billion valuation. Lightspeed is reportedly in discussions to lead the funding round, although talks are ongoing. Wang's startup may focus on AI models to find new uses for existing drugs, which could lead to significantly faster revenue than developing new drugs from scratch. Wang joined OpenAI in 2024 after dropping out from Harvard University. And in entertainment news, Lucky is a new Apple television thriller starring Anya Taylor-Joy as an identity-swapping con woman, revealing some identity issues of its own. In this 7-episode limited series, the adaptation fails to generate a consistent tone or theme, stripping away key elements from the original book. Taylor-Joy portrays Lucky, who is caught in a heist involving nearly $10 million and a convoluted scam. Despite a talented cast, including Annette Bening and Timothy Olyphant, the characters feel underdeveloped. Ultimately, Lucky is an uneven diversion, lacking the depth necessary for meaningful drama. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American astronomer and science communicator, Carl Sagan. And he said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known, highlighting the transformative power of exploration and discovery." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.